Today was a very interesting day. We got to ride the Ninja that I restored several years ago, and we found some really bad roads because we were diverted into an area I had not been to before. They're repaving so many things up here. Some of them don't even have the yellow lines painted yet, and they keep diverting you, and these little detours they make, they go nowhere. I don't know. It's fun. Anyway, we finally got a day. Karen's ready to make her pickles today, so we're going to do some pickling. So ninja-ing and pickling and back roads. We are just getting up earlier every morning to get out on the open road, and I find it the only way I can ride, because once it gets above 90 degrees, I cook. I don't know, I'm like a lobster out there. But anyway, just to prove my point, by getting up early, getting all the farm chores done, I get back, it's not even lunchtime, and then Karen and I always have something to do. But it is true, the whole key to me getting enough riding this summer, and again, because I do this riding basically for exercise. I need my minimum 3 hours of exercise, or else what happens? I become a jellyfish even when I do exercise. So, but at least this is helping me go in the right direction. So I'm not even going to fool around here. I want to get the farm taken care of, and I want to get out on the open road. Okay, boy. No biting, and no splashing. Here we are getting a harvest from the garden. Fresh flowers. Maybe we'll be getting some fish. Anyway, the garden and her farm have been a real joy this summer. So nice to have the matching black wheels on. The only thing left here, I want to get it clean, and we're headed out. I always like when a cop stops you and he notices your bike looks like it just came out of the showroom. And I really do appreciate always having a bike super clean when I do my little photo shoots, do my little videos. At least the minimum I could make it clean. Well, I think we need one more cup of coffee and we will be ready. And we hopefully will be back before it either pours rain, thunderstorms, or gets any hotter. This has been a really hot summer. So while I'm out here, Mike, my neighbor, he picked up a stone on the trimmer. Now look, he's got beautiful new windows, and look what happened to the window. And how long did it take before it crazed like this? Half an hour?
At least a half hour.
It took a half an hour to do this, but it shattered through the whole glass. That's unbelievable.
That's almost...
You got a shower door there now.
It's almost like 4 by 6.
Oh, it's soft too.
Yeah.
You can push it. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Wow, that's amazing.
Pane, so
yeah,
if water gets in, it's not going to go through.
I've never seen that before. Wow. When I was replacing shower doors, I know they were expensive, but they have that special. This might be that kind of glass. So while I was getting ready to head out on the open road, my neighbor Mike, he showed me that glass. Just picked up a stone with the weed whacker, I guess. That's amazing. Never saw that. I bet that piece of glass is expensive too. Buy a couple of Pirelli Sport Demon tires with it. Just another one of those stories that you really, no matter how you think about it, there's that window. You can't make this stuff up. It's absolutely amazing. I never can understand how many adventures. There's people I know they don't have any adventures. And the last thing before I head out is some pictures from Australia from our friend Stephen Walker. He's been restoring this bike, and he's got kind of a preview photo, a couple photos. Well, that certainly looks better. Wow, pretty cool. He calls it the Super Blackbird, Super Firebird. I like the word Blackbird, especially because it's white. Stephen, that looks great. Karen and I have always had on our list of our bucket list to go to Australia and New Zealand, but I think we just aged out of the process. But hey, that does look good. And I'm sure he made up those, I'm just thinking, those special decals. Stephen, if you made those decals up, that's pretty cool. And your photography work is pretty nice too. It's a nice color. Anyway, Stephen watches windy videos on the train. I guess that's a good way to do it. But how do you get a widescreen TV onto the train? I don't know. Maybe in Australia they have that. Stephen, thanks so much for sharing. And we're running late here. I always like to look at the email before I head out. And we're head out for the open road. You know, those decals look pretty cool, I have to admit. Thomas Luciano helped us, and Boy, that does look pretty good. Anyway, the open road is calling. So, the final things. Boy, there's always something else. Feed the birds, have the coffee. And we're going to do pickles today?
Yes.
So this is the ingredients for Karen's pickle production. I don't know if we're going to do it after. Well, I'm going to be back from the ride. We'll do it then.
When you come down. When you come back.
When I come back. So maybe it'll be on tomorrow's video. But these are the pickles.
This is sugar.
Distilled white vinegar. What else goes into pickles? We never made these before. 2-stroke oil. Chain loop.
Here.
Oh my God.
Mustard.
This is going to be a lot of work. That's good though. I love pickles. And I love having fresh cut flowers every morning. And I love having, this is what I love the most. Check this out. This is the best flower in the whole garden. And there he is. Ready to head to Australia right now. And what I love most of all about the life Karen and I have carved out here on the farm is there's no 2 days ever the same. Today there was 0 chance of rain and a big giant chance that we're going to have a great ride. Ready to go. My favorite photo stop, Lake Felice. Stop and have a slice of pepperoni here. There's such new pavement up in this area. I'm really happy that they're paving it, but boy, they've diverted me again off the beaten path because they're paving roads. I shouldn't really complain because what happens is I go back over the road that was all dug up and they were in the middle of repaving it, and a couple of days later I go over it and go, wow, this is beautiful. And so it's forced me to find some new roads because so much paving going on. Like we've been lucky enough to hit another low traffic day. So far, so good. I don't know how much better than this it gets. Twisty roads, new pavement. It's the only downside of this whole day. It's getting warmer by the minute, but we're getting used to it, actually. One of the nice things about this bike that I really like is the power band is not peaky like some of the modern sport bikes that are geared for 18,000 RPM. This is a really human power band, and it's really nice on a 3-hour run. I just love the way that engine runs. What a great engine that is. Smooth, reliable, it sounds beautiful. It'll be 37,000 miles by the end of this ride. And every one of them has been a load of laughs. It's been fun. I'm so glad Luciano found this bike. Luciano gets the full credit for it. We went down and got this bike in the middle of the winter, a whole year to restore it. It's worth every nickel. And all during the winter, I guess I'll be complaining about how cold it is, so I gotta quit while I'm ahead here. Kind of like a few palm trees to make you feel like you're in Florida. And because it was getting hot, I decided to take some of the back roads that are relatively shady. And then I didn't have much of a choice, because when I got to the end of this road, they were paving. And I hate going through that and getting all that dirt and grit on a bike. And oh, it was an adventure. Well, it just looks like it's going to be a beautiful day, and we're going to try to find some shady roads to ride down, because I think it's going to get hot later. It's just looking beautiful. Hey, how are you guys? Thank you. Here's some of the roads I was talking about. They haven't even painted the yellow line yet. They're all this is brand new paving. You could still smell the paving on this. But I've learned a lesson the hard way. When they just pave a road for the first couple of days, if it doesn't rain a few times, that road is slippery and greasy in spots, maybe in all spots. So I was real careful. Well, the day really turned out really way better than I thought it would, except for all the construction going on and repaving and oh my God. But at least I'm coming home to Pickles. I'll see how much of this prep. Karen was going to do some of the prep, and we're going to make pickles. I'll put that stuff at the end of this video, but it was a lot of fun, believe me. So the ride was great, except for all this traffic that we have with that. It's not really traffic. It's these areas that they're working on construction. They just divert you all over the place. So, yeah, but at least soon we'll have all new roads to ride. And it's really funny is a lot of them don't even have the yellow line painted on them yet. I'm a little skeptical of new roads being slippery and greasy. But I think it's time to go see if Karen is ready to make pickles. And so I get home from the ride. This is the pickle factory now. These are the tomatoes for Chris?
Yes.
Oh, we got stuff from the garden. What is this over here?
Cider vinegar.
Cider vinegar, oh my God.
And distilled white
Maybe we could
vinegar.
use this to clean parts in later. Onions, pickles. Oh, this looks like something for a separate video. This looks like we're going to be busy all afternoon. So this will speed up production. One more cup of coffee and we're ready to make pickles. Now, why do you need special jars to make pickles with? What are you? These are ones that were on a windowsill, right? Ball jars.
Mason jars.
Mason jars. This looks like it's going to be fun. This is going to be a long afternoon here. Here on the farm, you never know what's coming up. Every day is different. So this is the pickling liquid. The sugar is melted. We're on high heat here and I'm simmering it along. Hey, not everybody I know knows how to do this secret stuff like making pickles, but we're going to make our own pickles this year. It looks a lot like an oil change to me. I don't know. How long does it have to sit like this?
That's about it.
You're almost done?
Almost done. Tarragon and thyme.
This is Paragon from our garden.
Not Paragon, tarragon.
Tarragon from our garden.
Yes. And thyme from our garden.
And thyme from our garden.
And basil.
And basil. And these are the, from our garden, our cucumbers. We didn't grow the onions though, did we?
No, we did not.
Shame on us.
Almost ready.
So this is the kind of stuff you can't make up. These jars are more mason jars for more pickling. These were delayed, and we got the notice, I don't know, a week ago, that they were going to be delayed for 2 weeks. We're in the middle of making pickles. The FedEx guy brings the jars that were supposed to be due here next month, 2 weeks from now. Can't make it up. Pour right over the pickles,
yep.
Right over the cucumbers.
Great.
More fun than doing an oil change. Yeah, so what do you got to do now? Let that sit for an hour?
This is for an hour, and then we take
And then we
the
put it
label
in the jars.
here.
Okay, cool. All right, I'm going to go for another ride. Really not going for a ride, but this is, we started off early today and we're going to have pickles by the end of the day. So how long did this sit here, an hour?
An hour.
Okay, now we got to put it in the jar with all the spices. So there you have it, Karen's first jar, well, our first experiment with the world of pickles. And what are they actually, sweet pickles, Karen?
They're called bread and butter pickles.
Bread and butter pickles?
Yep.
Oh, I hope they go with pepperoni good. They look good. That's quite a nice little day. And as Karen puts the lid on, all I can say is thank you for watching the video and hopefully see you tomorrow. So if you're new to the channel, we try to do most of the videos that we do revolve around custom motorcycles, riding them, working on them, painting the wheels, painting the bikes, polishing parts, hanging out with our friends who share the passion for motorcycling and all its different aspects. We try to ride all year long, whenever possible, and until there's snowmen in the middle of the road and whatever. And it gets to be too hot. There are some days, I have to be honest, it really does get too hot. I don't know why I even go out there. But anyway, I do, and maybe that's what's wrong with me. I don't know. Anyway, we do try to do our evil twin thing, and we love all of the bikes in our collection. We have 9 bikes altogether, And we do like to ride as often as possible. And in a perfect world, that would be every day, but sometimes we miss a day. Anyway, and we do make pickles. We can add that to our list. And we make baba ganoush and whatever. I'm not sure what else we do. Polishing engine parts, another one of my favorite things. Anyway, and most of all, we do share the passion for motorcycles. That is the key thing to this channel. And I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you get some tasty pickles. Thanks so much for watching, and hopefully we'll see you tomorrow.